Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everyone. Welcome to my Game Week 2019 selection video. It's the first blank game week of the season, well, unless you count the Liverpool postponement earlier, which we really don't. And there's an international break around the corner, so it's a big one to get right. A lot of you are playing your free hit this week. We've discussed the free hit in detail on this week's pod. You can check to the relevant timestamp, so I won't really be covering it in this video. Let's jump right in. My team for last week. I got how much? 51 points, which was a pretty big red arrow. I went from 550k to about 648k. Not great. Need to make up ground now, and there's only 10 weeks left now. So each week is 10% of the season. I need to start making decisive moves. Salah was the only point scorer. He came in, of course, with that 15 pointer. And Clivert, so only two returns this week. Now, just the fixtures to target, I've used only the next three for this video primarily because I'm not sure when I'm going to wildcard. It will be either in 31 or 32, not beyond that. So I'm really, whatever moves I'm making, it's with these next three game weeks in mind. And with that, you look at the fixtures: Wolves, Bournemouth, Man City are right on top. Liverpool towards the bottom. Newcastle also have good fixtures on the other side. It's 30, 31 that are quite good. Chelsea also worth noting have Tottenham and Brentford right after. I think Newcastle's fixtures are marginally better than Chelsea's. Property odds for this week. First up, the projected goals. City on top, 2.2. Bournemouth second, 2.15. Fulham not too far behind. Spurs are usually ropey after Europa League game. Manchester United, despite all their struggles, are fourth primarily due to Leicester being so poor. Arsenal in fifth. Now, Forest away to Ipswich are only 1.65. Similar for Wolves. Both leaky defenses now against established Premier League sides. You expect those projections to be higher, but currently bookies don't rate Forest and Wolves attacking prospects too highly. In terms of clean sheets, Everton and Arsenal, both at home to West Ham and Chelsea, are the highest, but 36% is not great. Usually look at something around 40%. So if you are looking to double up on any defenses this week, nobody really appeals as such on a free hit. I would look to spread the risk over there. Manchester United, Forest, Wolves are all pretty bunched up. I have to decide between a Forest or Wolves defender for my transfer in this week. So I'm not really sure about that. Somehow I favor Wolves, but I think I will go with the better defense in Forest. The top projected scorers for this week: Haaland clear on top with 0.79, Jimenez 0.58. But with Jimenez, you have to factor in the minutes will likely be limited. You will see Muniz likely in the last 20 minutes. Wood 0.55. Strand Larson primarily because he plays Southampton. Clivert and Evan Nilsson are quite similar, which is interesting. It's primarily due to penalties for Clivert. I think Fernandez 0.37, quite far down, about the same as Delap and Solanke. This is how my team is currently set up. I have two free transfers and 1.8 in the bank. I have Pickford in goal, Gabriel, Mikalenko, Robinson, and Greaves, Bumo, Palmer, Cliver, Tango, Cunha, and Wood as my captain. So as you can see, currently I have four players confirmed out for game week 29. Tango, who's probably going to play only 10 and 15 minutes, and Greaves, who doesn't really have great prospects. So essentially, I need to make at least two transfers, if not three, to get an optimal team out. Let's look at the various parts that I have before me. The first one now involves selling Isak. So in this, TA, Cunha, and Isak would be making way. Williams, Evanilson, and Haaland would be coming in. So that's a team on the left you see for game week 29. This would, of course, involve a -4. Cunha has really thrown a bit of a spanner. That's really the transfer over there. That's messed things up. Why I have to take a hit. So Nico Williams in defense, Gabriel, Mikalenko, Robinson, Bumo, Palmer, Clivert, Wood, Evanilson, Haaland. Now this is pretty close to a free hit team, right? If you look at, let's say, Woods, Evanilson, Haaland, most likely will make a free hit team. Bumo, Clivert, 2. Gabriel, maybe one Everton defender, maybe one Forest defender. So not many weak links there, and I get to bench Dango and Greaves, who really don't have great prospects. The team looks in good shape for game week 30 as well. I could potentially save a transfer or do something with Robinson, in which case I'll probably save it anyway. You'd have Haaland playing Leicester, and obviously the player I'm missing out here is Isak, who is home to Brentford that week. But keep in mind that Gordon is still suspended for that one, and I think without Lewis Hall, they're a bit weaker. Newcastle down that left side. So pretty much the decision comes down to who I need to sell between Isak and Palmer in the short term. Now, the next path involves selling Palmer. Now, over here, TA, Palmer, and Cunha go out. Guardiola, Semenyo, and Haaland are the players coming in. So the team is somewhat similar. Again, here Semenyo comes in for Evanilson, Guardiola comes in for Neco Williams. So that extra money makes a bit of a difference over there. But the problem is, in this team, I'd actually be ending up playing Dango, which isn't really appealing. And the thing is now, as a Chelsea fan, also I really never want to sell Palmer. I would probably argue that Isak has better potential in 30, given how poor Palmer has been playing. That's pretty close. As you see, the team again in 30 is quite similar. Instead of Evanilson, you have Semenyo, Guardiola instead of Neco, and Isak instead of Palmer. The third route now would involve no hit. Cunha and Greaves would be out for Evanilson and Guardiola. I would again be playing Dango in this one. And the problem now with Trent's injury, I don't really think even if he's declared fit, right, after the international break when they come back, they'll skip the FA Cup weekend, but they didn't have two games in quick succession. Will Trent play both of those? Not really sure. So I'm currently favoring the Isak out option. Do let me know what you think. The other guys have posted their team selection videos as well. We did a lengthy pod this week, which is already timestamped and available on the audio platforms. Do check it out. Hit like and subscribe, and we will see you soon after the international break. Thanks for joining us.